Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am your host, the Ice Dragon, Rayron VR. Today got a very special manga review. This is one I've been wanting to do for a while now, but I also discovered Komi can't communicate, and so that one's been taking up all of my time reading. But yeah, we've got Spy Family. We've got volume 1 here. Let's take a look what we got on the back. Alright. Master Spy Twilight is unparalleled when it comes to going undercover on dangerous missions for the betterment of the world. But when he receives the ultimate assignment to get married and have a kid, he may finally be in over his head. Not one to depend on others, Twilight has his work cut out for him, procuring both a wife and a child for his mission to infiltrate an elite private school. What he doesn't know is that his wife has chosen is an assassin, and that the child he adopted is a telepath. All right. So we got Viz Media, Shonen Jump, and rated T for older teen or T plus for older teen. $9.99 retail for America. So with that, let's go ahead and dive right into it. So overall, non-spoiler review. I absolutely love this manga. The characters are definitely unique, and we get to grow into these particular characters, and not one seems kind of overpowered, which is pretty cool. And the best I can say is, if you like 007, if you like Johnny English, if you like the Kingsman, those type of spy undercover type of stories, you're gonna love Spy Family. It puts a new twist, a new kind of story and plot when it comes to the undercover type of genre, and I definitely like this. So I highly recommend, if you like any type of those stories, this will definitely be a good read for you. So with that, we're going to go ahead and go into spoilers, so feel free to watch this video at a later time. So with that, we kind of dive right into it. We get introduced to our main character, one of our main characters here. His code name is Twilight, which I think is pretty darn cool. And he's basically in this kind of country. I think it's called Scintilla, and it's basically got this east versus west type of conflict that's going on right now. And he's essentially a spy, and he's given basically an assignment that he's got to infiltrate this particular school, and for that to happen, he's got to have a family. So with that, he takes up a undercover name of Lloyd Forger, and at that point he needs to go out on a new mission to find a kid. So he goes to this adoption agency, and then that's where we're introduced to, of course, Anya. Now Anya has taken the pop culture world by storm. There's like this going meme that Anya is basically in every crossover imaginable. I've never seen a character placed in so many different manga verses and anime universes, and it just exploded, and it was so cool to see. And I've definitely retweeted a couple of them, especially, my favorite being Sailor Moon. They got plenty of crossovers with her now, but it's such a great, unique character that you can definitely fall in love with. So we're introduced to Anya, who has a special ability of telepath. She's able to read people's minds. However, I think she can talk, but it's weird because I don't think she truly understands the power that she has, because every time she tries to interact with another character, that character doesn't take her seriously. So I'm interested to see how they're going to take her abilities going forward. But anyways, Mr. Lloyd Forger takes Anya in, and so we kind of have this montage of spy missions that, Anya gets captured, and you get to see how Twilight gets to deal with that. And you start to really see the chemistry start to go. You can really get involved with these characters, and the montage is just done really well, and you get to really put yourself into this world. You can fully escape into this world, and that's the number one thing I look for when it comes to having a good story, when it comes to escapism. Can I get involved with the characters? Can I get involved with the world and the universe that they're in? Can it drag me in? And it definitely got me into it. And so the next thing they had to do is, okay, now that they got this special kind of hideout for this particular family that they're building up, they have come to realize that the school requires to be a family, which means that you got to have a mother with this family because they got to have that family atmosphere in order to get into the school. That's part of the application process. And so we are introduced to the assassin, and she goes by codenamed Thorn. And that I love these code names. They're not cheesy, they're not corny. They're like, oh, this is really legit type of code names. And so we get introduced to her character, and then we start to see how the story intertwines both Thorn and Twilight together to come up with this particular family. And so we are introduced to her codenamed, or her undercover name being Yuri. Again, names hard to pronounce sometimes. But we start to see the worlds collide, and we start to see their missions kind of collide. And it got to the point where you can tell that there's going to be a subplot to the story. Obviously, the main plot is going to be the spy aspect of it and this mission that they're on. But then you can start to see the subplot of, okay, they're going to get together. You can see the romantic side start to come out between these two characters, and we're going to see that start to grow. And then definitely the aspect of Anya into the mix. You can see this family start to grow. What's cool about this, and I'll show you guys a little snippet here of how ridiculously over the top this manga is. So they're on this particular mission. There's a grenade that's about to be thrown to these two, and they literally take their grenade, and the pin of it, Twilight uses it as a kind of marriage proposal ring. And she says yes, obviously, which is pretty cool. And of course, in classic fashion, you get the explosion behind our main protagonists. Until my killing, my mission do we part. Again, it is corny, but it is awesome. So they play on their roles as, husband and wife. And then they go on to their last mission, or their main mission, which is getting basically Anya into the school, because they have a mission. There's a particular person of interest in this school, and they want to get Anya in there. So by the end of it, they've got to do an interview, hence why they needed each other to get Anya going. And so the interview process basically started. Now, I'm not going to spoil it too much, because this interview process was actually pretty clever. And by the end of it, I believe, Anya was obviously able to get accepted into it. So, and that's where Volume 1 ends. So, I know just recently the anime came out, which I'm currently reading Volume 2, so that way I can start watching the anime. But definitely a manga that has taken pop culture by storm. It's been trending on the top charts as far as how many copies it's sold. When I get the chance to do another manga podcast and kind of a recap of the state of manga, easily sold over like 2 million copies. It is ridiculous how much this story has taken the world by storm, which is nice, especially in the manga universe and culture. So with that, highly, highly recommend reading this story. It is a good one. Just something unique. And I can fall in love with the world. I fall in love with the characters. And it's just such a great written story. So I am highly, highly excited to continue reading these volumes. So with it, guys, that is all that I have. If you have any manga suggestions, feel free to leave a comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe to the Mangaverse channel. This channel has been rebranded as of this video. Finally decided that, you know what, this channel should be independent, just manga content for you guys. And so feel free to support my work. You can see all my content at rayron.vr.com or rayronvr.com. And thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. And wing hugs to all you lovely people out there.